been looking forward to drilling this thing for a while. This one is, again, one of our Eastern Basin projects. It's inside the basin this time, just north of the Hurricane deposit, which is obviously one of the highest resource or highest grade resources in the world right now. So that's what we're looking for here. This one is under an option agreement with our partners at Mamba Exploration. And yeah, we went out there and drilled this thing for the first time.
All right, welcome back inside our proactive newsroom. And joining me now is Sean Hilliker. He's Vice President of Exploration for Standard Uranium. And Sean, good to see you again. How are you?
Likewise, Steve, doing well today. Thanks.
Good stuff. We've got a couple of things to talk about. It's been very busy with the company, of course. First off, you've expanded the Corvo project. So let's take a step back and tell me about this project and now, more recently, the area that you've now staked.
Yeah, that's right. So some land came open earlier this week, so we jumped on that. It was contiguous with our pre-existing Corvo project. So Corvo is another one of our Eastern Basin projects. It sits right by the West Bear deposit, just northeast of the Gemini mineralized zone, right on the edge of the Athabasca Basin, Steve. So again, shallow drill targets that we're looking at here. We've actually never explored this ourselves before, but it does have some historical exploration on it. So really interesting things happening here. And yeah, we added, just over 4,200 hectares to it. So really increased the size of this thing and added almost 15 kilometers of new strike length.
Yeah, you mentioned that historical data there was a little bit, not extensive, I don't think.
No, that's true. So, a lot of the data that is on the project was gathered in the 70s. So we're looking forward to getting back there, kind of sharpening our pencils, bringing in modern exploration techniques. And that's what we announced in the news as well. Some of our initial plans on the project as well, including a new and modern high-res EM survey over the entire thing. So that'll really help us nail down these prospective corridors that we're going to be focusing on and really teeing this thing up and putting a bow on it for a potential option agreement.
Okay. We'll leave that one for a second and move over to Canary because you also had some recent news about, in essence, the inaugural drill program and just what you saw there. And I think there's a lot of prospective excitement about this one.
Yeah, so this was our first program, like you said, on Canary. We've been looking forward to drilling this thing for a while. This one is, again, one of our Eastern Basin projects. It's inside the basin this time, just north of the Hurricane deposit, which is obviously one of the highest resource or highest grade resources in the world right now. So that's what we're looking for here. This one is under an option agreement with our partners at Mamba Exploration. And yeah, we went out there and drilled this thing for the first time. So we completed just shy of 1,900 meters, 4 drill holes, first pass on a corridor that had never been drilled before. So it was really exciting for us to be out there as the first ones to test this thing. And we've confirmed some uranium mineralization in those first 4 holes. So not only that, but some elevated pathfinders like nickel, vanadium, cobalt, things like that, tell us that we're in the right type of system for uranium. So it was really great to confirm that from the assays, to put that news out. And importantly, Steve, these results are also associated with structures in the basement. So, there's other geochemical things we can look at, not to get too far into the weeds, but, the fact that they are related to these structures really gives us a sense that, these fluids are moving around and it's prospective for uranium. So.
And we should mention that Mamba is paying cash in this one to get that exploration done because obviously as you mentioned, they're on an earn-in with you.
That's correct. So they can earn up to 75% of the project over 3 years. So this first drill program satisfied that year 1 exploration spend. It's a combination of exploration expenditures and cash and share payments like that. So it's great that they were able to hit that first year spend, and then we're looking forward to year 2.
Yeah, and just lastly, Sean, I want to ask you. I know that you and I have talked over the last little while about all the projects that you have and all the partnerships that you have as well. It's going to be equally as busy a winter as you've had in the spring and summer, correct?
It's shaping up to be that way, Steve. Yeah, if we've got 3 option earning agreements done right now. So if everyone can come back for year 2 and 3, we're looking at probably 3 more drill programs, some more geophysics. Like we mentioned with Corvo, we're going to be pushing that forward. So some of our non-core projects that are still available for option agreements. So we've had interest in those as well. So, if we get even more deals done, that's going to add more to it. And then also driving forward our flagship Davidson River project as well. So it's all stacking up to be busy few years here for Standard for sure.
All right, Sean, we'll leave it there. Thanks very much for the update. Appreciate it.
Absolutely, Steve. Anytime. We'll talk soon.
All right, Sean Hilliker, Vice President of Exploration for Standard Uranium.